This is Sudden Impact. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sudden Impact, where I, John, bring you the news about TNA wrestling. So in today's news, on Wednesday, the 9th of October, Gail Kim talks about the potential WWE Hall of Fame induction. Maple Leaf Pro announces its inaugural championship and match to crown that champion. An AEW wrestler is added to the Maple Leaf Pro relaunch shows Forged in Excellence. TNA's new signing is announced, and a Mexican high flyer is set to appear at Bound for Glory. So without further ado, let's get started. So in a recent virtual signing for KNS WrestleFest, Gail Kim discussed various topics, including why she believes she won't be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Going on to say, I don't think I would go into the WWE Hall of Fame. My career, all of my accomplishments, besides the fact that I won the title on my first night, I'll always be appreciative of that fact. I wouldn't take it away now, but I think if you asked me back then, I was very green when I started, and when I won that title, there was a lot of hype. So she'd go on to say, I'd never been a babyface before. I'd worked as a heel on the independents. So to be a babyface and thrown in as a champion on your first night in WWE, it was crazy. I wasn't ready. So when you start at the top and you're not ready, it's just hard. You're going to go down. There's no way else to go if you start at the top. So I respect Gail Kim for taking this stance, as she feels that her WWE career wasn't as good as she expected it to be, and given how her career ended in WWE, given that it was in the Divas era, with her requesting her release after deliberately eliminating herself in a battle royal to name the number one contender, as she didn't want to work in a company that treated women like eye candy and gave them only 5 minutes to actually wrestle any matches of worth. So she'd also go on to say in that virtual signing that Lei Ying Li, formerly WWE's Xia Zhao, had been signed to a TNA contract. So Kim would go on to speak about Lee's debut for TNA exceeding her expectations, and that everyone that she's spoken with regarding Lee has spoken of her very highly. So this is fantastic news for Lee, as it gives her the opportunity to continue wrestling in a major company, and also for TNA, as it adds to the Knockouts division. So hopefully in the future, they'll also bring in a few more knockouts to add depth to the division. And Scott D'Amore has announced the first championship for the relaunched Maple Leaf Pro. The match will feature current TNA wrestler Jake Something competing against Rohan Raja on night one of the Forged in Excellence show, with the match determining who will be the company's inaugural champion, called the Champions Grail Champion. So on night one of Maple Leaf Pro Forged in Excellence, the Pro Wrestling Alliance will crown its inaugural Champions Grail Champion. a new title built on 60 years of tradition, reads the announcement. This is a great way for Maple Leaf Pro's new champion to introduce Maple Leaf Pro's new championship, one that not is just built on the history of championships that have gone before it. You can watch Maple Leaf Pro Forge in Excellence on Triller TV on October 19th and 20th. And speaking of Maple Leaf Pro, on Monday it was announced that the latest wrestler appearing at the event is none other than current New Japan Pro Wrestling and AEW wrestler Rocky Romero. So the event also features several TNA, AEW, and New Japan and independent wrestlers. So this is just going to be a massive card featuring all wrestlers from the different companies, and making sure that these 2 nights will be must see. Are you liking this video? Want to see more? Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's free and helps me produce more videos like this. So go ahead and do it, so I can continue to bring you the news from TNA Wrestling. And finally, it was announced by TNA Wrestling yesterday that former AAA Mega Champion Vikingo will be appearing at Bound for Glory. Currently, there is no word on in what capacity he'll be featured. He is hoping that he'll have a high stakes match on that card, and yeah, so stay tuned for more news and match announcements for the Bound for Glory pay-per-view in the next coming days and weeks as the show draws closer. I love this, as it shows that TNA is still focused on working with its other partner promotions such as AAA and New Japan. So that's all for this video. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down below. And until next time, I'm John, and this has been Sudden Impact.